This is the HoofGP YouTube channel, and this video is extremely graphic. We take this seemingly normal looking foot and it turns into a horrific mess, all in the name of increased comfort for this poor cow. Guys, this is the HoofGP. If you haven't subscribed already, please think about doing so right now and enjoy the rest of this video. This cow is seriously lame, and that's why the heel of this foot close to us is so high. When we pick it up, it's not going to look that bad, believe it or not, but she has an incredibly sore lesion hiding underneath all of that hoof horn, and we're just about to show you exactly how we can overcome this problem and get this cow back to perfect comfort. Straight away, most of you will notice I'm not actually using my grinder even one little bit on this trim, and that's because I wanted to show guys out there who are not using grinders every day that it is completely possible to overcome these huge problems that some of our cows have just using hand tools. This is the way the old guys did it, and it's the way sometimes I like to do it just to make sure my skills are still up to scratch. The feet here in Scotland are really hard right now. We're having a particularly dry spell, and that's actually good for cows' hoof health. Even although these cows are housed every day of the year, the weather still affects them. The drying capabilities of the weather and the air really impact their hoof health. And this foot maybe never looked too bad 2 seconds ago, but just wait until you see what is hiding underneath that hoof horn. The liquid we can see seeping from the open lesion is a build-up of blood and pus which has been formed in a cavity which we can't yet see. In cases like this, it's more often than not the case that digital dermatitis is involved in some way, so I'm fully expecting the corium to be overrun with the spirochetes or treponema that form digital dermatitis lesions. This problem is just about to get a lot more graphic. And with that little swipe of the blade there, we can now clearly see there is indeed a void underneath this hoof horn. You can see even more blood and pus is spilling out of the cavity, which is slowly but surely being revealed. This actually acts as kind of a roadmap for me. It allows me to know where I can go deeper and what I can do to benefit this cow in the biggest possible way. Hopefully it's been fairly clear to everyone watching that even although there is a significant amount of blood coming from this foot, I haven't actually cut into any live tissue. If you remember, all we did was remove that overburdening horn that was forming the cavity, and it's helped to release the pressure. But we are definitely not finished yet. Despite having trimmed so many thousand cows, I still am never certain just how far these problems go, so we take little by little, slice by slice, until we fade away the hoof horn. By fade away, what I mean is there should be no hard edges. So if you look towards the bottom of that inside claw, there is still clearly a hard edge, and that means that more hoof horn must be removed if this cow is ever going to heal properly. But trust me, there is still a lot of hoof horn to be removed. I really feel the urge at this point to let everyone know that that mooing in the background is not the cow in the crush. It's actually the one behind her, who is really apprehensive about coming into the crush. This cow is not in a huge amount of pain. If she was, trust me, that front foot would be flailing around all over the place. So what exactly has happened to this cow? Is it mismanagement by the farmer? Does he just not care? Have I not been doing my job? Or has this cow never been trimmed before? What is going on that could allow a cow's foot to get in such a mess? Well, the truth is she's probably had an accident, and believe it or not, it could have been a fairly minor accident. If a bruise forms behind the wall horn, so that outer shell of the cow's foot, the outer wall does not flex. A bruise is inflammation of the corium behind the wall, and that inflammation leads to an abscess and pressure build-up. Eventually, the pressure becomes too much, and it bursts out the top or the bottom of the cow's hoof capsule. Then, digital dermatitis, treponema or spirochetes overtake the area. They infect the corium, and you end up with a mess like this. In other words, problems like this are almost completely unavoidable at times. But it's my job to make sure we nurse these cows back to full health. I said in the beginning of this video that I would only use manual tools, but I actually cheated a little by using the grinder to clean it up, ready for a block. It's only because I wanted the cow to be out of the crush as soon as possible. I'm really happy with how this trim's gone, and I'm completely confident we can overcome this cow's problems. All that is left to do is dress the wound with salicylic acid. We're using that because this digital dermatitis is fairly deep within the corium, and we want to kill every last shred of it, so that this cow has a happy and bright future. Guys, thanks very much for watching, and as always, make sure you've subscribed so that you get updates and notifications of all future videos.